when overconfident fighters get humbled and crushed. Let's dive into the unpredictable world of boxing, where some fighters learn their lessons in the most unexpected ways. You know, in the ring, players often attempt to show off and intimidate their opponents using different tactics. But, as we'll see today, things don't always go as planned. Today's focus is on those fighters who aimed for memorable victories, but, oops, found themselves on a hilarious list of fails instead. It's like they wanted to leave a mark, but it turned out to be more of a whoops moment. Before we jump into the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button with the same enthusiasm our fighters had. You won't want to miss out on the action. Let's kick things off with a fighter who's known for being quite full of himself. Meet Jason Solomon, the guy famous for his over-the-top confidence. So, there he was, all swagger and arrogance, ready to take on his opponent in the ring. Before the actual fight started, Solomon paraded around, showing off and taunting his opponent. The crowd was hooked, eagerly watching as Solomon seemed untouchable. But hold on, in just 9 seconds, the whole game changed. The bell rang, and his opponent wasted no time. Bam! A mighty punch landed on Solomon's chin, and just like that, he was knocked out cold. Suddenly, the swagger was gone, and Solomon's confidence was nowhere to be found. Talk about a dramatic twist, right? Before the big game, Garcia was talking a big game in interviews, trying to scare David with all his tough talk. But little did Garcia know, a surprise was waiting for him on match day. When the day arrived, everything unfolded, revealing the true story to the entire world. It was a moment when words were put to the test, and the outcome spoke louder than any pre-game boast. The anticipation, the build-up, and the revelation created a buzz that echoed far beyond the sidelines. After a long wait and anticipation, two of the most thrilling and well-loved boxers finally faced off in a packed arena with 20,842 excited fans. The first round was a bit careful, but in the second round, David unleashed a powerful left hook that had the entire crowd erupting in applause. Garcia, though he managed to get back up after the knockdown, seemed less bold and energetic than before. In the end, Davis sealed the deal with a strong straight left hand, causing Garcia to take a delayed knee in reaction. It was a match filled with suspense, and the cheers from the crowd echoed the intense moments in the ring. Now, let's dive into the face-off between David Haye and Tony Bellew. These two weren't exactly best buddies, and you could tell they weren't exchanging holiday cards. Haye, also known as Haymaker for his powerful punches, tried to mess with Bellew's mind by strutting around all confident, even putting his hands behind his back during the fight, basically saying, "I don't need to block. You can't touch me." On the flip side, Bellew, aka Bomber for his explosive hits, stayed cool as a cucumber. He didn't fall for Haye's tricks. Instead, he patiently waited for his moment, and when it came, he didn't hold back. He landed a punch on Haye so hard that Haye started stumbling around like a toddler learning to walk. Despite Haye's attempts to keep up the tough guy act, Bellew kept coming at him, landing more punches. Eventually, Haye's own team had seen enough. They knew he was in trouble, didn't want him taking more hits, and wisely decided to call it quits, putting an end to the bout for the safety of their fighter. Let's dive into the story of our star, Brandon Lambert. Brandon, full of confidence, steps into the ring, thinking he's got this in the bag against his opponent, Jared Grant. But here's the catch: his overconfidence is like a ticking time bomb. As soon as the bell rings, instead of focusing on the actual fight, Lambert starts taunting Grant, trying to mess with his head. Rounds go by, and Lambert is on cloud 9, mocking and dancing around the ring. It looks like he's in control, and his confidence is through the roof. But hold on, here comes the twist in the tale. In the third round, Grant, fueled by Lambert's disrespect, we all would be, right? Spots the perfect opportunity. A few punches later, Lambert goes down like a sack of potatoes. The knockout is so intense that it hushes the entire crowd. Talk about a reality check for the once overly confident Lambert. Check out this awesome video featuring the much anticipated match between Miguel Cotto and Ricardo Mayorga back in March 2011. Now, Mayorga, known for his big talk and cocky attitude, was doing his best to throw Cotto off with his provocative behavior. But guess what? Cotto stayed cool and composed throughout. No fancy words needed. Cotto simply dominated the fight. Round after round, K's power became crystal clear as he landed some solid shots on Mayorga, both physically and mentally weighing him down. Now, here's the climax. In the 12th and final round, Cotto unleashed a killer left hook that sent Mayorga crashing to his knees. Game over. The ref had to step in to stop the fight. Mayorga got what he deserved for all that trash talking. Let's switch our attention to another fighter, and this one's quite a showman. Mark, also known as Mago. His fists are as flashy as his nickname suggests, and he's all set to give Rafael Rey a lesson right from the start. Now, Rey was putting on a tough act, dropping his hands and smiling like he fought the bag. But hey, we all know that too much confidence can be a stumbling block. Rey kept egging on for more punches, almost like he was challenging Mago to hit him harder. However, Mago wasn't in the mood for games. He stayed focused and calm and just waited for the perfect moment. Suddenly, in the blink of an eye, he hits Rey with a combo so swift that nobody sees it coming. Rey's smile vanishes as he hits the mat. Mago wraps up the fight, proving that actions speak louder than words. The crowd is in disbelief. The referee starts the count, and Rey tries to get up, but it's clear he can't. Mago wins, showing everyone that sometimes it's better to let your punches do the talking. Our next video transports us right into a heated showdown. The tension was thick even before the fight began, brewing during the weigh-in. Alex added fuel to the fire by gesturing a gun symbol, setting the stage for a fierce clash. As the fighters stepped into the ring, emotions ran high. The aggression reached its peak when they tried to touch gloves for sportsmanship, but Alex took it to another level by jabbing Mihailovic in the stomach. Talk about sportsmanship. From that moment on, Mihailovic was fueled by a determination for revenge. He unleashed a barrage of powerful punches, each one landing with precision and force. As the fight unfolded, Mihailovic dominated, eventually overwhelming Alex and securing a technical knockout. The referee had no choice but to step in and declare Mihailovic the undisputed winner. It was a showdown filled with drama and intensity, leaving no doubt about the victor. Get ready for an epic showdown in the boxing ring. We've got Kennedy McKinney, an Olympic gold medalist, going toe-to-toe with the young and talented Marco Antonio Barrera. Now, McKinney, being the experienced fighter, didn't hold back on the trash talk before the match. Despite Barrera being the WBO Super Bantamweight champion, McKinney seemed unfazed. But when the bell rang, Barrera came out swinging with everything he had. It was like he had a point to prove, especially after McKinney's taunts. To everyone's surprise, Barrera knocked McKinney down not once, not twice, but 5 times. Each time McKinney got back up, Barrera was ready for more. By the 12th round, it was crystal clear Barrera was going to keep his title. All that pre-fight chatter didn't do much for McKinney in the ring. Barrera's victory was a significant feat, taking down an Olympic gold medalist with loads of experience. Now that's a match worth talking about. Paul Teague took the idea of intimidating his opponent to a whole new level. He decided to spice things up by wearing a clown mask. Yep, you read that right, bold move, right? With a mischievous grin on his face, Teague thought he had cracked the code to get inside Alvarez's head. Little did he know his plan would come crashing down. As the bell rang, Teague confidently approached Alvarez, still rocking that clown mask. But Alvarez was focused, and in just 17 seconds, he saw his chance. A powerful right-hand punch landed square on Teague's chin, and down he went completely knocked out. Talk about a humbling moment for Teague. It seems the clown mask didn't quite do the trick this time. Alright, let's check out this match where Frank Sanchez faces off against Julian Fernandez. Fernandez is quite a character, teasing Sanchez like he's the star of a movie. The whole scene turns into a comedy with Fernandez ducking, dodging, and treating the fight like a joke. To add to the drama, he leaves himself wide open, daring Sanchez to show what he's got. No surprise, Sanchez takes him up on the offer, winding up for a massive right hand. Fernandez gets hit so hard he goes flying out of the ring. Talk about a cinematic moment. Let's talk about the next performer, Apollo Silva. He's all about adding some flair to his moves, and you can usually catch him dancing with style. Today, he decided to take it up a notch at a boxing event. As the first round of the fight kicked off, Silva couldn't resist the temptation to dance around the ring. Well, turns out, that wasn't the smartest move. Confidence is great, but not so much when you're in a boxing ring. The crowd loved his dance routine, but things took a sharp turn in the second round. His opponent, Marco Mazik, spotted an opportunity and seized the moment. A powerful punch to Silva's chin sent him tumbling to the ground, knocked out cold. The cheers turned into gasps, and everyone went from being entertained to absolutely shocked in the blink of an eye. Now, saving the best for last, we've got Devin Tank Davis and Rolando Romero settling their rivalry in the ring. Romero had been boasting, claiming he'd knock out Davis in the first round. As the bell rings, Romero tries to back up his bold words, but Davis stays cool, patiently waiting. In round 6, Davis seizes the opportunity, countering Romero's lunge with a devastating left hook. Romero goes face first into the ropes before collapsing. The crowd goes wild as Davis stands over his fallen opponent, delivering a knockout that'll be remembered for years. As we end today's video, we eagerly await your feedback and thoughts about the content we presented. Your opinion matters greatly to us, so don't hesitate to share it in the comment section below. If you enjoyed watching this video and found it valuable, we would greatly appreciate it if you could show your support by giving us a thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing to our channel to stay updated with our latest content. If you find the information we provide useful, don't forget to share this video with your friends and family so they can benefit from it too. Make sure to press the bell icon to receive notifications about our upcoming videos. Until then, stay tuned, take care, and thank you for being a part of our community.